What is up, guys? DVZoid #1 here, and today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing another Who Would Win? It's been ages since I've done this, and thanks to all of you guys for over 70 subscribers and over I don't know, let's have a look. For over 14,000 views. It is absolutely nuts. So thank you guys for I finally get this over and done with. It's been annoying the absolute heck out of me. So, to thank you all deeply and personally. Now, I couldn't get anyone to do this video with me, sadly. I've been trying for ages, but no one seems to be able to do it. So I'm just going to try my very best to give my, unbiased opinion. What do I mean by unbiased? It means that I'm not trying to stick to one side in particular. So if you have any problems, please do not fret. I am trying my very best to be unbiased, because, well, I don't want people thinking, oh, he's all one-sided. I'm not. I really am not. Believe me. Anywho, let's get on with it, shall we? Now, you probably read all the cards that showed before. So, here we go, on to the discussion. Now, if they were both humans, say Eren couldn't become a Titan and all, Frank wasn't a cyborg, it'd be an interesting fight, because before he was a cyborg, Frank didn't have his sword, sadly. He didn't have his cool high-frequency blade. But he probably had a knife and a lot of guns, so it's expert gunsman versus guy who kind of pulls himself around with two grapple hooks like Batman, with changeable sword blades with, well, collapsible handles. It would be interesting to see, but I think in the end Eren's eventually going to get shot no matter how much he tries to dodge. And besides, when he was a human, Frank Jeager / Frank Hunter, whatever his real name is, still unsure even for me, and I'm a Metal Gear fan. Frank's been seeing the weird and the bizarre before. So seeing Eren do all that's probably not gonna throw Frank off, and he was, if not, almost just as good as Solid Snake. Now, but if they were both able to do, but here's scenario 2: if Eren was only human, but Frank was a cyborg, Eren's probably going to die, because Frank as a cyborg is freaking stoppable. Scenario 3 though. If Eren could turn into a Titan at one point during the battle, it would give now known as Grey Fox a great run for his money, because as a Titan you're sometimes harder to defeat than any normal person. But do not forget that Grey Fox is no stranger to giant things and weird things. Even if Eren was a 15-foot gargantuan Titan, and he has got immense strength, I will admit, as a Titan he's really strong. He's strong enough to punch off a slightly smaller Titan's barbed jaw off. Like, it exploded when he punched it. Ow. That's some intense, like, Batman Arkham City shit right there. And from all the calculations I did, Eren's average weight is 63 kilograms, standing at 170 centimeters tall. But as a Titan, he is 15 meters tall. How big is 15 meters compared to 170 centimeters? Well, in feet, 15 meters is about 49.2126 feet, or roughly from my calculations, to get 170 centimeters to near enough 15 meters or 100 or 1,500 centimeters, you have to tighten by 8.82. Near enough. It's close enough. And using that to calculate the weight of the Titan, because that wasn't on the wiki page, his weight as a Titan would be round about just maybe over 555.66 kilograms. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, how much is that in other terms? Well, if we crunch in the numbers quick, 555.66 in kilograms to pounds is 1,225.021 pounds. Or if we were to go in metric tons, 0.55566, less than 1 ton. That's pretty light. Even as a Titan, he weighs less than a car, which is surprising. You think with something being that big, it would weigh more than a car. But then again, let's use the US short tons. But even in the US short tons, he's only 0.61251. He's not even 1 US short ton. And in the UK long ton, he is 0.546884. That is, he still weighs less than a car. A car on average weighs 2 tons. About between 2,000 and 3,000 pounds. That's a lot. Eren weighs, as a Titan, 15 meters tall, less than a car. That's actually quite funny to think about. But that's probably the reason why he's fast as a Titan. While he's lighter, that makes him, well, more faster. But as that weight is still not a problem for Gray Fox. Cause why? Well, let me tell you why. Because Metal Gear Rex weighs about 500 tons. You know how much that is? If one car equals 2 tons, that is the equivalent of 250 cars. And if you remember, Gray Fox / Frank Jeager was holding one of the legs of Metal Gear Rex as a cyborg, and I don't know if he didn't lift and push the whole thing, but he literally was holding Rex's leg from crushing Solid Snake for a good 3 minutes. And was fine until I think either he collapsed under the pressure or other reasons, but I do know he was crushed. But still, holding what, probably maybe 1/5 of that weight is still freaking impressive. That's still 100 tons if it was a fifth. That is insane. He could easily lift up Eren and be like, "Hey, I have a titan in my hands. I will throw him about. Yay, it's fun." Or he could easily just punch Eren so hard he flipping falls to the floor because he weighs fuck all. Making Grey Fox strong as shit. And remember how I said how strong I said Raiden was? Yeah, he's stronger than this guy. So yeah, that proves that metal weighs more than flesh. Which is funny because Metal Gear Rex only stands at an average probably 25 feet tall itself. That's nowhere near 15 meters. That's probably, what, 3 meters maybe? So that's pretty insane. In fact, I'm going to do the calculations. If we convert feet into meters this time, and say Metal Gear stands at around 50 feet. Sorry, not 50. Around 25. It's only 7.62 meters tall. That's half the size of Eren, but more than round about near enough 500 times more the weight. So either Metal Gear is made of bloody cast iron, because everyone knows iron weighs a shit ton, or it's made out of very thickened steel, because that shit is heavy. So there you go. Grey Fox, as a ninja, is strong enough to lift up Eren and be like, I have a titan in my hands. This is fun. Whee! He doesn't even weigh 1 ton in any sense. Not metric, not US short, or not UK long. None of them. Eren as a titan is pretty lightweight in comparison. He's pretty light. In fact, I bet the world's strongest man could probably lift up Eren. Just saying. Eren, you're not a heavy, mate. You're kind of a lightweight. Now, I know Grey Fox could easily be lifted by Eren as a titan, but think about this. With his overbearing strength, incredible speed as a ninja, his ability to turn invisible, his high frequency blade, which, if you don't know what the high frequency blade does, which you should by now, even though it was the first model, even that still has the ability to cut through a object's molecular bonds. Say if it was a type of metal. Like if it was a gun, it would be cutting through that gun like a knife would through hot butter. Or a hot knife would be through butter. Same thing. So yeah. And I can swear it cut off something from Rex. And that thing is freaking tougher than a tank. So, yeah. Even though Eren's probably really freaking strong as a titan, being able to break a slightly smaller Titan's jaw off. Remember, as he's still human-ish, he's made of flesh and bone. And remember the weakness in Attack on Titan? If you cut the back of the neck of a regular Titan, they will die. Seriously, just cut the back of the neck of ramming speed and they will die. Sure that the Titans that have a better body armor than that, but I don't know if Eren's that sort of Titan. So yeah, and especially with Grey Fox having the high frequency blade being so great and powerful, even though Eren as a human has 6 blades, yeah, sorry, it's quality over quantity. When it comes, so I'm sorry guys, but when it comes down to it, no Titan from Attack on Titan is a match for Grey Fox. Even if Eren somehow manages to hit Grey Fox during one of his schizophrenic moments, it won't matter, because even though he could get really hurt, it probably wouldn't hurt as much as Rex did crushing it. Not only from the front of the mouth, crushing it, but him into a wall and him against the floor. But he has taken many great attacks, and he was only technically in 2 games. Well, 3. He was in Snake's Revenge during Zanzibar, Metal Gear Solid 1, and the Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. His suit does make a cameo in Metal Gear Solid 2, and it's a DLC along with his sword in Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Sorry, Eren, you're not gonna stand a chance, especially with your cocky attitude and the fact that one of his nicknames had to do with suicide. Grey Fox is just going to take this win, and he's going to take it well. I tried to be the best unbiased I could be, guys, but sorry, a bit unwell. But in all honesty, it doesn't matter. With all the calculations I did, trust me, I tried my best to give Eren some form of justice. Maybe he'll be able to survive a good amount against Grey Fox, but not for long. Even without the sword, Grey Fox could probably kill Eren anyway. So, and also, I need to mention a quick point. Eren needs to bite on his hand, or some shit, and turn himself into a Titan. But say if Grey Fox was informed about Eren, and he killed him before he could do that. Yeah, sorry, that would be too quick. But let's say they only just met, and then Eren does get a chance to be a Titan. He's still nothing compared to Grey Fox. He might be strong in terms of Grey Fox strength, but in terms of Grey Fox having trouble lifting him up to toss him about, yeah, it's gonna be like picking up a bloody egg and tossing it about the room. Egg, and then like bouncy ball. That's gonna be like the comparison here. Sure, they may match each other in maybe regular strength, but in all honesty, guys, if Eren struggles with taking on a Titan of similar size and probably similar weight to the ground slightly, do you really think he can stand a chance? His strength can stand a chance against the the ever amazing Grey Fox? He might be able to match him in some form, but yeah, sorry Eren, compared to Grey Fox, you're just, even if you were to stay in Titan form, you'd be just delaying the inevitable. Grey Fox will either cut your head clean off, or maybe shoot you to death, because Titans may be able to survive some swords, but I doubt they've ever survived a bloody bullet. Sure, I saw one get hit by a catapult, but yeah, but that's the thing. Catapults are made for causing dents more than anything else, not really much damage. Sure, it can crush a person whole, but a bullet can kill a man faster than any catapult. It's because of the speed and velocity and the material it's made of. So yeah, guys, I'm sorry to say, but the winner in this aspect goes to Frank Jaeger, aka Deep Throat, aka Grey Fox. Sorry, Eren, you've lost. So anyway, guys, thank you all so much for over 17 subscribers and over 14,000 views. Thank you all so much. If you like this video, do leave a like, a comment on what you want to see me do next, or what you want me to discuss next. Maybe give me some inspiration on another who would win. This was what I wanted to do because it was an interesting thing. So if you guys want to see me do one, and if the characters I don't know, or maybe I do know, I'll try to give my best unbiased opinion. And I will try my best. And also subscribe to join the Hedgehog Army today, and I will see you guys in the next video, or whatever I make. Stay awesome, and Dragon Fest. Hiya!